animal instinct, you fools hurt. Jesus wept.
Just a spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Carolina Panthers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Now this will make it into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the 46-yard line.
First carry for Mike Davis, the former Seahawk. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
And down inside the 15 he goes. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a 2nd down.
2nd and 4 at the 8-yard line.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
On second down, it's Davis, and he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. I don't think Gurley got there.
Todd Gurley.
Looks like the defense held him back. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Check 13. Check 13. Watch twist. Check 3. Check 3. Watch 8
They're running with Gurley. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
At the 39-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now they'll throw with Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
50. They're going to need some therapy after this. 51
Looking back to the air on 2nd down. It's Brady. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man.
And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. And I think the Bears have recovered. They have. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down for the Bears.
Gain of 12.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
There's nothing.
Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. Buying time to his left. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or 2. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
And because they couldn't hit the long field goal, they are set up nicely offensively at the 41, 1st and 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And Kaepernick can't escape this time. Taken down in the end zone for a safety. And Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And in fact, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. 3 yards to gain there, 2nd down.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty...
And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. There he goes, left side. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. A rare pick 6 thrown by Tom Brady. He'd thrown only 14 regular season pick 6s in his career coming into this season. A couple others in the playoffs, the one to Robert Alford in Super Bowl 51. And you might remember the Titans' Logan Ryan doing it late in the wild card round loss a season ago. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 8. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get... And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Barreling in for the sack, Shelby Harris. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
He's going to air it out deep for Green. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big 3rd down play there for the Panthers. 43 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Complete to Mike Davis. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 31-yard line.
From the gun, it's Brady. On the slant, complete to Hopkins. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 16. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
Check mark 27. Check mark 27.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. Flush to his right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Henry's got it out on the left side. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. 7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Check mark 27. Check mark 27.
Again, it's Brady. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Will Parks. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half.
1st and 10.
We haven't even escaped the 1st half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the 1st half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
At the 20-yard line, a 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. A quick throw out wide, caught by Crowder. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Throwing is Kaepernick on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
It's now 4th down.
On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. Back deep, Travis Benjamin. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Returnable here from the 38. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here. As we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
Set to resume. Here we go with the 2nd half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
It's a gain of 8.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
At the 46-yard line. A 4-yard pickup on the play. First down, Chicago.
Here's McCaffrey. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
46-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches.
Now they'll throw with Kaepernick. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 22-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves to James.
Bears first down.
And they'll try the jet sweep here. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
On second down, McCaffrey. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up first and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And the Bears are going to be set up with a first and goal as good running gets them down to about the 4-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Steps away. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was staying in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Third and goal at the 4-yard line. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
A gain of a yard brings up 4th and goal at the 3-yard line.
Here we go with McCaffrey. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bears will add on to their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me. He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfect.
And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. Eluding the pressure right. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this will get out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage. So fortunately, they're able to hold on to the possession. The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. On play action, it's Kaepernick. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down. Then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
1st downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Going deep for Hopkins. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. DeAndre Hopkins, the Pro Bowler, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Brady again here on 2nd and 10. And they'll go back to Hopkins, and this time he's got him. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
17, Panthers 2.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10, as they've got things rolling on this drive. Working from the gun, it's Brady. This one caught by Davis. And he's got this down to the 35. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Brady to throw again. He'll let this go for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And now it's 2nd down. Throwing again. Brady. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Will Parks. There he goes right side. And they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. And my goodness, another interception. Eddie Jackson picks it. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 26-yard line.
Now Kaepernick. And incomplete on the deep ball. He was hoping to get that to John Hightower. And it's 3rd and short.
It's 3rd down and 3 yards to go.
Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to make it 4th down.
A 44-yard attempt.
The kick by Carlson is good. And that'll extend this lead now up to 25.
27.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Kareem Martin. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. On 3rd and long, it's Brady. Going deep for Hopkins. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
What we've seen so far in this game, they are not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Mike 55. Mike 55. Hey, eat.
On 1st and 10, here's Kaepernick. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 14 yards in a Chicago first down.
Bears.
And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 27.
Now Kaepernick throwing on 2nd down. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. I'm not sure what other ground there is to cover here. I mean, this offense has been amazing. Just total domination, Charles.
They've clicked so well, and if you really focus in on the offensive line, they've protected well when they wanted to throw the ball. They've moved people off the line of scrimmage when they wanted to run it. Smiles all the way around. This offense has been really good in this one.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Gurley. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
The carry.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 14. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
But it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Come on. Mark 55.
Oh, Kaepernick's going to throw it. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Daniil Hunter in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now Kaepernick. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a first down.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off, and that will write a finish to this ball game. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the Bears,